So, day 2 of this garden. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I don't even know how to explain. It's different when you have the equipment. You see people talking about it, and they have people that keep doing, what they do on plows, this, even heavier equipment to get started. But I will say the thing is just to get started. I used to do this as a kid. This is actually my grandfather's land, my grandmother's now. um, So I used to work this as when I was a kid before I joined the military. And I did it some when I was in the military for a little bit of time. Then I had to stop. I could tell you that it needs to be done. It's probably the most fulfilling thing I've done since I've been out. Um, I'm gonna hurt. Oh Jesus! And people don't even understand. Like when you're trying to get back to being whole, um, or you're trying to find purpose again, and you got things on you that won't let you be who you used to be. Besides age, for me, it's a day on, a day off, maybe 2 days off instead of just one. Um, and that's just because of like injuries and stuff. It ain't nothing crazy, but you, it makes you feel, like I said, for me, it's this purpose. I know that this is going to help me mentally. It's going to help me emotionally. I'll be able to help others probably with the stuff that I'm growing. It doesn't seem to be a big issue for me when uh, I know that there's going to be some good that comes from it. It's kind of crazy, you know. You don't even realize like it's a pretty sizable sizable plot, and this isn't the whole thing. It's another that way. Okay, so to give you an idea how big it is, there you go, and then we're gonna go all the way back to the fallen tree right there. So this is just the first one, and like I said, using the tiller, trying to get it done by hand. It's a chore, but it's coming along. Try to save some money. It just takes me a while to get it done. Maybe I'll find an alternative. But that's what we got right now, and that's what we're gonna work with. So I'll measure it out and let you guys know on the next video how wide and how big long this plot actually is. Pretty good sizable plot. I've got friends that want to help, and this is the hard part. This is why this is so I guess um, brutal on me, because this is the hard part. This is the really physical part of it that I find. And then you got the planning and the weeding and the watering and the planning, and not in the same all that in the same order. It's just the stuff you got to do from what I remember doing it, and it's coming back to me. But when I was younger, my grandfather would have this plowed, and he'd probably pay somebody to diss it. And now no one's doing that anymore. And this is one reason why I'm doing it. It was something that in my head when I retired um, that I wanted to get back to, either farming on a serious level or micro farming or micro gardening or whatever you want to call it, just some form of agriculture, because I knew it was necessary and I knew it was needed. I knew it was needed when I was a kid. But the amount of food you get, see, this isn't just this is a family thing, you know. Um, my grandfather taught me a lot, and it's kind of crazy how I'm sitting here and I'm doing what I did when I was a kid and hated the shit, couldn't stand it. Which my son told me, so he hated it when I taught him. But and I had an older gentleman told me the same thing. He's like, his dad or grandfather did that, and as he got older, he found himself doing it again. It's something about this, man. It's something about this right here. Making something out of nothing, or taking what God gave us and feeding your family healthier, a better way of life. And I mean just by being able to control what you eat and being able to have more of the good stuff that you do need to eat. So this is day 2. Um, and let me say that there's a lot of work to be done. Hopefully you guys will go through the process. I did a short video Because what you saw was about as long as I can run the equipment that I have to stop and take like a 15, 20-minute break. There's a wind, if not longer. And then I can tell you the plan. The plan is to have, cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, beans, pole beans, butter beans, string beans, um, if room permits. Once you get everything planned out, you know what you want to do, but then what you can do, and then this land hasn't been working so long. I saw a bunch of worms earlier when I first went in. They were like that thick. I almost stopped and went fishing. I was like, hell with this. Let me go grab some perch. But you can see the holes, with the God's aerators. That's what they were doing. And this dirt needs to dry a little bit. It's kind of, we hadn't gotten the full summer yet, so it's still kind of moist. But that's good too. It's holding some type of moisture. But it also will be a pain. We got a couple spots that I'm worried about. It's going to be a long summer. And if you guys want to hang out with me, it's greatly appreciated. I encourage youth to get into agriculture. It doesn't have to be on a massive scale. It could just be on a scale. Just do something. I don't care if it's teaching your kids how to propagate plants, from a tomato seed or a bucket in the house or out back. Show your kids, because the sustainability issue is going to be a real big thing, and having good quality food is already an issue. Um, so, with that being said, it's late. I'm hurting, and haven't decided what to even call it yet. Just in honor of my grandfather, we thought about call it TC Growers or TC Farms, because we're going to be probably giving away and selling produce on a small level, just good quality stuff. So if you see this, like it, love it, share it. Tell your friends about it. If you got comments, suggestions, hell, if you want to come out and help, let us know. Until next time.